Now, I asked you a lot about, your dad and mentioned a lot about your history, but let's I want to say the best for last. Let's talk about mom. What kind of impact has your mom had in your life, and what kind of leader has she been in your life? And like I said, it's so much I want to ask you, but I'll stop there. Yeah, how has she influenced you?
Morning, sunshine.
She makes me smile. She's My dad is pretty easy to talk about because he's out there. He was an actor, he was a coach, he taught in the school system, and so he's the funny guy. But my siblings and we're silly. Not necessarily funny, but we're silly. We'll laugh at our own expense. We'll laugh at each other. And I
Yeah.
think that silliness we get from my mom. She's very silly,
I love
but
you.
she's a warrior. She was a prayer warrior, scriptural warrior. Our family is a family of prayer because of my mom. She had, you know, growing up in the church, there were certain beliefs. Didn't believe in birth control and things like that. And as a young mom, my mom and I are 20 years apart. And after me, my sisters are 13 months apart. That's me, 3 years, and then boom, 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 my sisters. And then there's 3 years and my brother. So that's a lot for a young mom that was pursuing education, and then that got derailed because kids start coming along. So to watch her journey, when I graduated college, I went to work at GE. Well, my mom was already working at GE. She had reared us as a homemaker and stay at home mom. And then as soon as my brother got to about middle school, she wanted to go out to the workforce. And I watched her
I love you.
work, I think, 12 straight doubles, meaning 12 straight 16-hour shifts, doing what she needed to do to assist and get us through college and high school and to help provide the things we need. So when I talk about a warrior and a companion and helpmeet for my dad, my mom is second to none and beautiful. I went and worked for GE as an engineer and sometimes a supervisor. So, ironically, there would be rumors whenever they saw her and I talking that she was dating the new engineer. I just looked old and she looked young.
Uh-huh. That's
and she
hilarious.
and she still does. But that's my mom in a nutshell. I can't even exquisite, exquisite. I once heard my dad say we were at GE and my mom's real pretty, and I guess he had heard a rumor of one of the guys thinking about trying to talk to her or something. And
Yeah.
I heard him say, "I'll flip that building over." And I thought about the plant. Just that statement in itself told me everything I needed to know about my dad's love for my mom. He didn't
Yeah.
say, I'll come up there and fight the guy. He said, I'll flip that building over.
Uh-huh. Incredible Hulk style.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's my mom.
I love it. I love it. She was a stay-at-home mom until
Hmm.
you were in eighth grade, you say?
No, till my brother was in eighth grade. So I hit college before she went out and worked.
Oh,
So we had home cooked lunches. Um, yeah,
that's what I was getting to the food.
oh
So-
man, oh ridiculous, ridiculous. If ever you get a chance, you want to try her fried chicken, of course, but the apple pie is to die for.
Mm.
The apple pie is to die
I
for.
love
That's
you.
special.
Like I say, I'm glad that we're gonna keep these calls going because, like I say, I got so many questions just on that. Just the what kind of impact that has had on your life, having your mom at home. Because nowadays, there are more women, going into the workforce early, and a lot of even women not having kids and holding off because of their careers and things like that. Um, and I'm not judging or anything like that, but I like to hear the stories. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
that's something that she was very ashamed of. If she wanted a career, she wanted to pursue it, and the time that she had to spend on the system because they had a lot of kids and a lot of mouths to feed, and minimum wage was when I started working at 18 or 17. minimum wage was $4.25. So back when I was born, it was probably $2 or $3 and some change, and that wasn't nearly enough to feed our family. So my dad would paint houses and do certain odds and end jobs to try to keep food on the table and provide. And then they worked and volunteered at the school to offset the tuition, at the private school. So humble beginnings, but full of love. I mentioned to Les, I said, imagine the Huxtables living below the poverty line. The love was abundant,
Right. Say below the Huxtables and above the Evans, huh?
But the environment was like the Huxtables.
Okay.
Right.
I can dig it.